Hello and welcome. This is Mouse Gunner, and we're back with some more Battle Brothers. And there is one thing I wanted to check out before we got started here, and that was with the archer. Okay, he has filled up his quiver. I wasn't sure if he would or not, as I was not positive on whether the ammunition type that we had was multi-purpose, because I think I've seen ammunition of different types. And I wasn't sure if that was the case or not. I didn't know if crossbows and bows and arrows would use the same ammunition store. It's possible I have two different ammunition types. I'm not sure if there's anywhere you can see a breakdown of what type of ammunition you are. And maybe I'm misremembering. We'll see when I jump into the town here and check out one of the marketplaces. So in this town, there's not really a whole lot to do though, because I don't have any contracts to pick up. So outside of maybe recruiting some men, which I don't feel like we really need to do, or buying more supplies. I'll take a look at the supplies. So ammunition. Okay, assorted ammunition. Okay, so that supplies arrows, bolts, and javelins. So either of those weapon types would be served. Taking a look at weapons that we have in here. The militia spear might be worth picking up, but it is overpriced. So I don't know if that's a good buy for us. Outside of that, not really seeing anything that screams out that it needs bought. I mean, the hood might be a good purchase as it's not being sold for a lot. It's still upmarked, but it is a fairly affordable item. I am going to have to repair it though. I think the biggest problem right now that our company faces is just supply-wise. We're not in the best shape. We've got food, but we're consuming it at 25 a day, which is more or less a full stack of food. And the prices here are pretty high, looks like. I've seen worse with the tools though, so I am tempted to buy some tools while we're here, although that would have my current amount of money. Honestly, we need more work, and I think that is my biggest concern. So let's take a look at the map and see what we can find. So I'm gonna take a look here. I believe I was going down south because we already went through here and did quests. So I think we're gonna be coming back to Weisenhouse. I believe I did a quest here. It's kind of hard to remember where I've done quests and where I haven't, because I did go on that one caravan journey that took me all the way up north there. So I think this is our next destination. We should have enough food for a day, and I don't think it will take much longer than a day to get down here. I don't think there's anything else that we really need. We have some injuries, and we do have medical supplies, so they should be getting healed. They're not that far away from being done with, though. I have to keep in mind, though, if we're attacked, the guys that have light wounds are going to be down on hit points, just to confirm that. Because I think I saw that. Yeah, so he's down on hit points. It seems like it's incremental, so as they get more healed up, we might be in a state where that's okay, what injuries we have. This guy's full injury because he doesn't have a light injury. He just has the permanent Achilles tendon injury that limits his movement abilities. So he's still fightable, technically, if we have a static combat line, but you can never really guarantee that. Alright, well, let's go ahead and go down to this town and go from there. Now, it is going to be night here soon, and we have to be careful that we're not going to be attacked from these wooded areas. Okay, an ambition fulfilled. I suspected that this would come up soon. Having finally gathered the coin and equipment, you managed to assemble a full complement of 12 able fighters. When next you walk down Termfeste's main street, the men break into a full-throated marching song. A few of the townsfolk mutter under their breath about dirty mercenaries taking over the town, but others walk alongside and shout the words with you. Stand tall, brothers. People can see this is a real mercenary company now, and not a handful of wandering vagabonds, Alric declares. We trade in strength, and now that our numbers have grown up, so will our price. It appears he has the right of it. You notice one particularly fat nobleman sizing up the company, as if he already has a task in mind. The Mouse's cadets are now a force to be reckoned with. Once the men have settled in for a celebratory drink, perhaps you should take another stroll through town to see if any more lucrative contracts may be available. The company gained renown. And then a number of people improved their morale. Okay, we're getting there. All right, so I'm going to pause right now. So that popped up in this town. Let's take a look real quickly at, I believe it's under factions here. So we're still recognized and neutral, but we might have one of these bigger contracts offered to us now. So I think it's worth coming back into Termfest A, or however you pronounce these towns, and seeing what there is. We right now are neutral between the different houses. And House Krieger here. Reputable traders. Owned by, okay, renowned for their forefathers. They hold honesty and integrity. So these guys are maybe a good house to start with. All right, so with that in mind, I'm trying to keep in mind where... Okay, so this house kind of extends down this way. I don't know where they have a bigger city. And then we've already been to some bigger cities for these guys. Okay. Yeah, so this is all, what, House Krieger again? Yeah, House Krieger, and then Thura and Harkon is down in the southwest. Okay, well, let's go back up to the big town here and see what kind of contracts we have on offer. Okay, so no, it's still locked off. Probably because this is a really big town. Maybe we need to go somewhere else. All right, well, it was worth a try. Let's go down to Weisenhaus, and we'll go from there, and we'll come back down to the south. There's a lot of towns I haven't gone to yet down here. I don't think we've been to this town. I mean, I don't think we stopped in this town. And then we have another one of the House Krieger towns over here, and some more towns over here. I just want to check out all the towns, see what jobs need doing. So let's go down to Weisenhaus yet again. We wasted a lot of the day, but that's okay. Weisenhaus might be a town we've been to. I mean, it's an easy way for me to tell if I've been somewhere, because, like, for instance, Weisenhaus, we have a little bit of reputation with them, so that means we've done a job there. Whether or not that was the trade caravan or not, I don't know. Okay, we had to pay our men. Dogs of War. Let's see what's going on with these guys. Okay, a free mercenary company traveling the lands and lending their swords to the highest bidder. A few war dogs, some mercenaries, and hired by House Thura. So we don't want to attack somebody that's hired by any particular faction, because I figure, you know, you're more or less attacking that faction if you do so. At least that's how I envision it. This is a pretty small town, so I don't know what kind of contracts we'll have on offer. Here's a contract available, so we'll see what it is. I may have to... I do want to see the morale of people, though, while we're at it. So what's up with him? Okay, suffered a permanent injury, so he's always going to be a little bit grumpy. Some people are still upset at the deaths that we've had. I don't know how long those will last. Might be permanent, who knows? Okay. Well, I'll go to the marketplace because we're sure going to probably get some money here. Now, we could wait and get prices to drop. From what I can see, they're actually underselling bread here. So we could have that for 65, or they're just slightly upselling grain. I think the grain might be a good purchase, so I'm going to go ahead and buy one, at least just one for now. What do we have here? Hooked blade. So this is going to have a range of 2 tiles. It is going to be an upgrade, apparently, over the pitchfork, but unfortunately it is also priced to match. We've got this hood here for 18. That's not a bad price, and we could use some headgear. So I'm gonna pick this up. We have to repair it, but it's a good price. And this is what I'm talking about. Tools being upped in price pretty significantly. So tools and weapons kind of a little bit overpriced here. Maybe pick up some medical supplies while we're at it. It does kind of leave us low on gold right now, but I'm hoping this contract is profitable. And I am going to set this to be repaired, and then we'll go through the company and see who can use it. More than likely, we'll give it to one of our frontline guys because it's going to be an upgrade over the headscarf that we're currently using. So, Thorismund here. Probably a worthy person to give that to. And this counts as 30 armor? Yeah, okay. So there you go, and we might as well give the headscarf to somebody else. So I'm going to go through the company and see who our high-level guys are. So it looks like Gunnar here. Well, of course he's going to get upgraded, because that's not far off of Gunnar, or however you pronounce his name, but we're going to call him Gunnar. Alright, well, looking good. Let's get the contract here. Now, whatever this is, I'm going to take it. A servant bids you to wait for Eberhard, the treasurer, who he says will be right with you. And so you wait and wait and wait. And finally, as you are about to leave for the second time, Eberhard, the treasurer, throws open the doors and rushes towards you. Who's this again? The mercenary? His assistant nods, and Eberhard, the treasurer, sets on a smile. Oh, most fortuitous to have you in Weisenhaus, good captain. It is imperative that some precarious commodities of mine reach... Okay, so a new town, Königswasser. I think that's one of the towns I want to go to anyway, as safely and quickly as possible. So I think this is the second time we've done a caravan from this place, but that's okay, because I think caravans so far have been nice. You're precisely who I need, for no common brigand would dare attack you and your men. Yes, I'd like to hire you for escort. Make sure the things are delivered to Ragnar the Younger. No detours, of course. Can we come to an understanding? Let's talk money. All right, it's not a lot of money, but I'm still going to accept it. I don't think it's that far away, and I'm not going to press him. So we'll just accept the offer, and we'll accept the contract. So off we go. Oh. I guess it's not a caravan. All right, well. So it's down there. I guess that's where we're going to go. I'm going to go ahead and... He said don't take any detours or anything, or stop anywhere else. So I'll just go straight there, even though I don't think we've been here. It is night soon. I expected a caravan. That's why I was at first a little taken aback. We are going to have to go through the woods here at night. Some peasants. Nothing to worry about. I mean, honestly, I would... As long as it's not a scary fight, I wouldn't mind so much. While marching down the road, you find a man with a broken cart by the side of the path. By the wagon, there is a donkey standing idle, and as defeated as a donkey can look, the trader looks a little better than that, and your appearance seems to have scared him. He rears up, backing away momentarily. Have you come to take my things? If so, you needn't kill me. Take what you want. Okay. I'm just going to say, let us help you get your car on the road again. We kind of have built up an honorable reputation, I would say, and we don't want to tarnish that, so let's help him. Okay, we get one tool and supply, it looks like. You disarm the man... Oh yeah, okay, yeah. You disarm the man from his fears and order a few of the Mouse's cadets finest to get the wagon back on the road. To make short work of it, the trader, looking rather impressed by their efficiency, with his wares back on the road, he offers a few tokens of gratitude right off the wagon itself. These provisions will be useful in the days to come. I mean, it's not a lot, but it's something. And we could have robbed him, but again, I'd rather not. All right, we don't have an ambition yet, so maybe that's something that will come. Okay, our food supplies are, you know, a little bit worrisome, but I'm more worried about paying my men, which we don't have the money for right now. Okay, sitting and jesting with the men while they check their kit, hone their blades, and mend their armor, your mind wanders off to thinking about new ideas for improving the company and its reputation across the lands. What is your conclusion, and what do you tell the men? Okay, we need a battle standard so that we're recognized from afar. Having one be made is costly, so we shall gather 2,000 crowns for this. No, I'm not going to do that. We need allies. Forging a bond of friendship and trust with one of the towns will get the company better prices, more volunteers, and more steady work. That's probably something I'm going to do. I know the soles of your feet are itchy from the open road. We need to spread word about the company. Let us pay visit to every settlement far and wide. So we'll do this one first, because I think this one was up before, and I kind of want to go through a progression. Okay, finally you've made it. Ragnar the Younger is standing there in the middle of the road. His hands clasped over his stomach, a slick grin on his cheeky face. Elseword, I was not sure you'd make it. You lug the cargo up and hand it over. Oh yeah, and why do you say that? The man takes the box and hands it off to the road man, who quickly hurries away with it tucked under his arm. Ragnar the Younger laughs as he hands you a satchel of crowns. The roads are rough these days, are they not? You understand he's making small talk, anything to get your attention off the cargo you just handed over. Whatever you got your pay, that's good enough for you. Crowns well deserved. Okay. We now have 2 contracts available, so we'll probably take the best one here. But before we do that, let's take store of what we have going on right now. So, I don't think we've done anything in this town. So, ooh, this is new. I just want to see how much it costs, if anything. Doesn't seem like it costs anything. But we can customize the men if we want to. I don't think we're going to do that, though. I kind of like the random nature of a lot of the guys. And tavern, we can't really afford a lot. I mean, we don't have a lot of gold. And these guys, they get paid 132 gold a day. So I have to be mindful of that. Looks like prices are pretty high here at the moment. So not likely going to be buying anything. Now, I could sell some things like this sackcloth. Not likely I will ever use these. Maybe when I get to a town where I have more reputation, I'll sell some of this stuff off so I can get a little bit of money in the bank account. But for now, I think we'll just take the contracts and figure out from there. So we don't really know what is what here. We know there's 2 contracts, but we'll have to find out. Okay, dim candles barely light the room, enough for you to see. It's Sigurd or Sigurd, I'm not sure how you pronounce a lot of these guys. Okay, the Burgermeister, sitting behind his desk while his shadows dance on the walls by the tune of flickering lights. Would you lend your swords to me if I paid you good coin? I need a small chest delivered safely to Gisbert the Younger and Schweikhoff, northeast of here. Men have killed each other over this, so you must be ready to defend it with your life. He takes a pause, measuring your response. I will write a sealed letter with instructions to pay you as you deliver the item to my contact in that town. Well, let's talk money. Rest assured that what I'm offering you now is a fine prize for your work. You will receive 80 crowns in advance and another 330 when the job is done. That's actually not bad. Okay. I could complain, but so far I have not been doing that. You know what? I'll do it. I accept your offer. So we're going to get 80 crowns now and 330 when we get there. It is 2 skulls, so I'm assuming it's going to be a more dangerous mission. Okay, I accept this contract. Okay, so I don't know exactly where that is, and I can't accept more than 1 contract. Let's leave for now. All right, we got to figure out where we're going here. Oh, for a second there, I thought that was the town. It's really far away, isn't it? Yeah, it's all the way up there. Now, this has been a town we've been to before, so it shouldn't be that bad. Civilian faction friendly. Okay. We are open with a couple towns. As a matter of fact, we're not bad relationship-wise with the one town we're going to. Oh, we already have friendly with Weisenhaus. So that should be easily done. Matter of fact, we might stop off in that town because it is on the way, and we'll have good prices there probably. As a matter of fact, before I go too much further, we're still recognized, but it looks like our renown has gone up because last time I checked, it was somewhere around 280, I think. So 409 definitely improving. So the more jobs we take, the better off we'll be. All right, let's continue to go up north. I'm a little bit concerned with areas like this where you're going through the road and it's in this wooded area. This seems like ambush territory. The last time we were attacked by brigands, it was... Oh, an ambition fulfilled. There we go. Deciding that Weisenhaus is a good place to invest your efforts, you decide to offer the protection of the company and take up any work suitable to your talents. You act like a gentleman in your dealings with the locals and encourage the men to mind their manners while in the settlement. There was, of course, some griping at first. Auric was sorely disappointed to give up brawling with the farmers, especially with the Mouse's cadets spending so much time in Weisenhaus. But you convince the men that having a friendly base of operations is important in your line of work, as it meant getting better prices on the market and more people willing to join your motley band. It was also much less tiring not to have to dodge the militia all the time. You even enlisted the men to do some small tasks in exchange for nothing but goodwill. Found that little brat who wandered off and dragged him right home. Gunnar brings back Brags, quickly outvied by Valdemar. I went to the market for the old spinsters, split her firewood for winter, and even put out her washing, but I draw the line at rescuing treed cats. Okay, we gain renown, and then a lot of people are in good mood, so that will definitely help. Now, it made it sound like our new base of operations is in Weisenhaus, but I don't think that's necessarily the case. I do want to take a look at our renown, though. So we're now reliable. Renown, okay. I don't think the higher your renown, the higher paid and more difficult contracts people will entrust with you. Renown increases on successfully completing ambitions and contracts and winning battles, and decreases on failing to do so. Okay, well, I'm hoping that eventually we'll get a big town to give us a contract. That hasn't happened yet, but maybe soon. Alright, so we had to pay the men, so a little bit of our money went away. But at this point, we should be healed of all injuries. Yeah, we're good to go. Alright, I'm keeping an eye out for any foot traffic. It looks like whatever foot traffic went that way. And once we get out into the open here, I'm a little bit less worried about brigands. Although we do have nighttime coming. Yeah, some peasants here. Alright, we'll stop over in the town. And we'll check out the marketplace. Why not? We probably need more food. So bread is being undersold here. Don't see a reason why not to pick up some bread while we're on the road. Now, that is just giving me just enough to pay my men for one more day. So, funds are kind of tight right now, but hopefully we'll start getting paid with higher grossing contracts. And these guys like me, but it seems like prices are actually worse than they were at that other town. Possibly because the town is not, you know, particularly a rich town. Yeah, alright, well, I'll hold off, because I know for a fact I was getting better prices in that other town for the sackcloth. I think it was 4 gold apiece as opposed to 3. No, that's not a ton of money, but it's something. And unfortunately, we can't afford to hire any more men for a number of different reasons. Alright. So we're gonna keep going up to town we need to get to. I am gonna probably stop in towns, though, along the way, just while we're at it. Alright, so I guess we're gonna be following this group of peasants. Oh, we got brigands here. Now, these brigands look like they're attacking a caravan. I honestly think this is a good call to attack the brigands here. Maybe we'll get some reputation. Few brigand raiders. It looks like, it looks like a dire wolf there, but I'm not positive. Well, in any case, I think I'm going to attack the brigands here. Maybe come to the aid of the trading caravan. Maybe we'll get something out of that. But we'll save that for the next video. In any case, I hope you guys have enjoyed. This is Mouse Gunner, signing out.